Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show, baby! Happy Ramadan to all the people out there that are fasting and all the beautiful people out there that believe in God. And if you don't believe in God, God bless you. No matter what, God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show. If you're in the trading group, we nailed XRP for 69% gain to the upside on a 3L token. Bang, bang, bang to the upside. And there's the Discord doing them. Oh, man. It's like, man. I put the right monitor on. Why is it not there? Hold on one second. What's going on here? There you go. All right. Sorry about that. Shout out to everybody here. Let's get the music up and running. And what a beautiful day it is to be alive. I called Bitcoin last night to the upside to my trading group. Super. I mean, I looked at the daily. I was all about the daily, and we nailed the daily to the upside. I'm scalping right now on the 7-minute time frame. I'm playing this scalp for a pump to the upside here. 7-minute does want a pump. 15-minute looks like we're going to get a blast to the upside too. I am trading this on MEXC right now. I have the trade open. I already opened up a trade and closed it. Opened up another one. I scalped the 7-minute earlier this morning when it was this low, came up here, snatched the 7-minute to the top, nailed this pump from here to here. It was about a 28,240 up to about 28,560. Took 20x leverage on that and slammed it to the upside. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. This trade's still going up another 3%. I continuously take 3%, and I can do this 10 times a day, 12 times a day, and continue to take money out of the market over and over and over again. Likely that this 15-minute is going to pump to the upside. I'm giving you a trade in your first 10 seconds of being here. I do not want to waste your time. I want to keep you privy to what I'm seeing and what's happening. We're touching the 21-day moving average, about to blast to the upside on the 15-minute time frame. 28,450. Ready to blast to the upside. I like what I'm seeing here. High likelihood this will boom based on the stochastics, but you never know. You never know. You never know, right? But this is what I'm looking at right now. In the next hour, you'll see whether I'm right or wrong, whether this tanks to the downside or we get a nice pump to the upside. Measured move would take us to 29,631. And if you're on my trading group, let's take a break. Let's take a look here at what I'm showing you. So what we could do here is on the long tool and some of this new stuff that I put out, maybe here, I could kind of group this and hide it for a second. Okay, cool. So look, last night, if you're in my trading group, I was up till 1 in the morning working for you. For $3 a day, you have a maniac guy with a brain that never stops going over Bitcoin every single second consistently. Obsessive compulsive Bitcoin trading. I am on it. I like, you know what I mean? On it all the time. Dedicated more than you've ever seen. Most dedicated YouTuber in the space. Most dedicated YouTuber in the space, hands down. Actually, I got to give BitBoy. He's like probably the most dedicated. But I took his direction. He never takes a day off. I see other YouTubers taking days off. I do. No days off, baby. No days off. Shout out to everybody here on the live, though, and shout out to all the YouTubers out there. May God bless each and every one of you. But look, I was up 12:30 last night. I'm showing you the move. Right here, still watching Bitcoin, 1149. I have it in the flag. Kind of a shoulder, head, and a shoulder. The 15-minute wanted to blast. Stochastics looked like we could get the move. We got the breakout. Bang. I wake up that morning. Mask boomed. Casper just continued to bang. Another one of our calls that continues. Mask up 59%. And look, there's the call from last night on the 15-minute time frame. Blasted to the upside, well past the target to boom, boom, boom. So if you're in the trading group, you're getting updates all night long. We were so consistent with the gains, baby, with the gains. XRPL for 69%. Mask banged on them for 37% gains. We don't stop. Accurate call for high MAYC before it hit the golden cross to the upside. Bang, CFX for 20%. Consistently. Look at this guy. He started a bot with he said, cheers to you, man. You said we might go up, might go down, but you called the range again. Send me up a little bot on the range before bed and made 14,839%. That's just absolutely insane. But anyway, we are consistently banging on up to the upside. I'm making huge long calls. I put thousands of dollars into Bitcoin below 22,000, 19,000. I bought a whole Bitcoin at 19K. We were up now dang near $10,000 on the buy, baby. And that eats inflation. Your $19,000 is already losing due to inflation, but now it's pumping to the upside. Let's take a look at what's happening to Bitcoin on the smaller time frame now. Let's bring it back on the group. Let's keep it moving. Shout out to everybody. Can you feel the love? Can you feel the energy? Can you feel the winning? I feel it. I hope you feel it. Booming to the upside. Look at that breakout that we just got. Futures trade is now banging to the upside, up $50, 10%. And I'm using small amounts of money, $500 leverage to bang on this market every single day. This trade is starting to move very, very nicely. I gave you another trade. I gave you trades all day yesterday. I gave you the daily long. I gave you trades at 1 in the morning. I gave you a trade this morning. I already opened up another trade. I opened up another scalp. It does not stop. I've been consistent with the coins, baby. Consistent with the coins. Shout out to each and every one of you sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. This is true insanity. All right? Oh my goodness, look at the move, baby. Look at the move. Let's get the blast. 7-minute wants to continue. We got to break this previous high. This is going to be the motion here. Bitcoin gets back above 28,650. We are headed all the way to my target at 29,600 to the upside, baby. To the upside. We look at the daily. I was calling this daily. Oop, don't move that. I was calling this daily move here. I gave you the entry. I gave you the stop loss. Look at the size of that daily candle. I told everyone to watch the daily, a huge move coming. I told everyone to watch the 22-hour, a huge move coming. I went over this over and over and over again, okay? I gave the entry. I gave the stop loss. I gave the target at 36,400. Giving it away. Giving it away because you are only as good as what you give away. You're as powerful as what you give away. If you have more power, you can keep giving. God will continue to bless you, and you'll have no fear, no worries. BOOKMAP also showed us we were going up to 28,006. I called it. I said BOOKMAP wants 28.6. The shorts are getting squeezed. The shorts are getting absolutely squeezed. Again, I show up on the stream. The shorts get squeezed. People should just know when I show up not to short the market by coincidence. Like they'd be like, you know what? Whenever that guy goes live, it's bull time, baby. It's bull time. How many times have you seen a short while I've been live on this market? It's absolute insanity. I thought I almost didn't go live for a second. I was going to be like, oh my gosh. It's one of those days. It's one of those days. Thank you. Okay, here's the link here. Too, I didn't even put the link into the Discord. People say, hey, I didn't know you were live. I'm like, you always know I'm live. I'm consistent, baby. Consistency is key. Bang, ba-doom, boom. Pro tip, big one. Funny. The mountain is you. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Almost 12,000 followers. We're doing them, baby. We are doing them. Almost 12,000 followers here on Twitter, and I love it. Thank you so much for the love. We're about to crack and then to 20K, baby, and then to 20K. All right. What's happened with the stock market? I wonder why it's trending right now. Just looking. You guys know what happened to the stock market the last 2 times this happened. Discount window borrowing. Bing, right? How the banking system works. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, exactly. Nancy Pelosi's been selling off stocks like crazy, taking huge losses while doing it. 850 in PayPal, 733 in Salesforce, Tesla. You know why? Because if your husband made millions of dollars that year and he doesn't want to pay, you can offset the losses in the stock loss on the corporate. So she's going to take the stock losses probably against the real estate portfolio. You got to realize, man, these people know exactly what they're doing. And she probably made more on the other side, you know, but she's deciding to sell off the market. Does she know that the stock market, she is the biggest insider trader we've ever seen. Usually she sells before the dump every single time. Does she know something we don't? You know, honestly, I'll tell you right now, they're going to start printing money again. They have no choice. The billions of dollars coming into the market are going to change the way we see things. So only a matter of time, in my humble opinion. Only a matter of time. So Bitcoin will prevail over time. That's just how it's going to be. That's just what's going to happen over time. All right. Look, another 37.42. This thing will probably continue to bump, but I love taking the money right when it's there. 7-minute could give us a bit of an issue. 5-minute is stressed. Yeah, 1 minute wants to come on down and reset, but probably will continue. This 15-minute wants to rise. Let's let the 15-minute do damage. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Shout out to everybody here. I'm trading on MEXC. Link to MEXC in the description below. We have an amazing, awesome, they do awesome stuff too on MEXC. You know what I mean? We have a crypto lifer, MEXC. Deposited trade, earn $9,100. Up to, net deposit 5, up to 500, get $10 immediately. I mean, that's amazing. The fees are also cheaper. So compared to your other exchange, you go in immediately with 500, you don't get nothing. Here you get $10, right? And then on top of that, the fees are less. So you'll go through those fees. That $10 will pay for your fees for a while, and you'll be ready to rock. 30 USD deposit, 50 USD, and more. You can get up to $9,000 if you go into the 150,000 and you're a whale. Maker 0%, taker, and they just brought this fee from 0.3 to 0.2. They're lowering the fees every single day, helping you get on in. MEX Global is the place to be. MEX Global is the place to be. Trade futures, trade CoinM, margin, whatever you want. They got it all. They even have ETFs, the best ETFs in the game. You don't want to trade leverage. They have 3 and 5x ETFs, which are just bullish moves that you could trade on the move. Up 16% today. Look at this, up 25% on your Bitcoin. This is how you can take advantage of the moves that I'm putting out there. This is how you can take advantage of the, what you learned from me, and bang, bang, bang. So I love MEX Global. It's the place to be. If you don't have a MEX Global account, I do not know what you're doing. I do not know what you're doing. Also, we love KuCoin. I trade KuCoin. 332 people. If you sign up to KuCoin today, you're going to be user number 333. It's kind of a big deal in my humble opinion. So let's break it down. Let's break it down. Wow. So I see a move here, as you can see. Lackluster. 7-minute is oversold. Makes me want to see, I wanted to take that at resistance. That's why I like just taking future trades over and over again. I like to just take them. Still up $25. If I instant close and I continue to chip, I'll turn this to $1,000 in a day and then just consistently chip away. 7-minute says we will pull back here. We are pulling back strong now. Now, 1 minute's probably about to make a boom. It's like a retest on the 1 minute flag there. I know we're trading smaller time frames. Let's break down what I see happening for Bitcoin on the bigger time frames. I'll get my head out of my little trades and give you the world. And that's what it is. It's not really about me. It's about you. It's not really about me. It's about you. All right? It's not about you. I'm where I need to be. All right? God seemed to have provided so much for me that I have more than I need. I'm in abundance at this point. I have enough to give back to you. I have energy to give to you. I have knowledge to give to you. All right? I have so much to give back to you, and that's all I want to do every single day. May God bless you for blessing me so I can bless others. That's how it works. Look, I'm talking about how we're going to revisit these 200 SMAs. The 3-day chart wants to hit this 200 SMA. It's so likely that we go and we hit this 200 SMA. Very, very likely. I've talked about this over and over again until I'm blue in the face. When it finally happens, we're going to be like, oh yeah. What about the call yesterday where I called the 15-minute trade going up to the 200 SMA when everyone else was chilling, and I called this move here? Boom. Shoulder, head and shoulder. We blasted to the 15. And then once you get above the 200 SMA, boom. But I gave you the trade last night. I was up at 11:30, 12:30 in the morning giving you this flag telling you, hey, Bitcoin's about to pump. We called the pump. So we got this. I called this move last night. I called this move, and now I'm in another trade. Let's see how many. Ooh, starting to flop. Dang it. I'm about to lose the see, that's why I should just take the money every time. Down $8, see? Futures is vicious. That's why I like to just take. Every time I'm up, I take. That's been working for me. Should have taken that live immediately, right? Hard to, you got 100 things in your mind when you're out here. Let me pop out this chat and see what's happening in the chat. I'm still attempting to fast, but it's really hard to fast while I have the trading group. I'm staring at this cup of juice, and I'm wondering if I'm going to sip it or not. And I just, I'm indecision. I can't make a decision whether I want to break fast or not. I'm like, it's hard for me because I never fasted while I had a trading group and all these people that needed me, and it's not easy. Like, you need your sustenance when you're giving people everything you have. It's really not easy. Trying to make, everything happy in the world, I don't really know what I can do. Nobody ever went broke taking profits. Don't break fast, brother. You're funny. God bless you, Sam. Keep strong. You got it. And he writes lasagna. How dare you do that? My favorite food. Hey, lifers, have a great and positive day. Fasting is to be kept to yourself, mate. Why? See what someone just said to me? Well, can you tell them so what? Like, why would they say that to me? You know? I'm just saying, like why do people talk to me like that? I care. You know? Fasting should be kept to yourself, mate. It's like, I know he's probably means well, but like, say that to my face in a dark alley, man. Fasting is... Most people would never say something to my face in a dark alley that they would say here on this live stream. I'll tell you that right now. When you look at the passion in my blue eyes, I'm not a man you want to see. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. I'm not your average little fairy tale. All right? Grew up in Boston, man. Getting my teeth kicked in. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Lifer, what do you think we are seeing with XRP Run? Settlement coming to a close in the next month or two? I love that you share true struggles and success. I would do it too, mate. Yeah, I bet you would, mate. Best keep things positive. Exactly. Fasting for religious purposes is usually kept private for health reasons. Makes no sense. You're a good lifer. Keep on keeping on. Need a trading platform. AltTrading. Dude, AltTrading is the place to be. AltTrading is the place to be. All right? I love AltTrading. Absolutely amazing place. You know what I mean? So look, let's take a look at Sushi Swap on the 22-hour time frame. I don't like it. I don't like it. Sorry, I'm sneezing.
Can you help me for a minute? Can you help me for a minute?
What do you need right now?
The baby, I need you for 1 second.
1 second, 1 second. Thank you. I'm sorry. All right. All right. I like this CREDI looking good to me. There's a cup and handle. Pop back out. Hit the resistance. This thing could make a move back to the upside here. I'm watching CREDI very, very closely. I like this trend line that it's holding. CREDI. Nobody flip-flops more than the lifer on the charts, respectively. Wow, how would you say that? Anyway, I'm done. I'm done. I can't. Shout out to everybody here on the live. The Blue Crew at 99 rock the world in crypto. Thank you so much, man. The keyboard confidence is just, let's go, brother. They're hitting Bitcoin this accurate. They got to go find something to hate on. Fast track to the financial freedom. How long has Bitcoin been? Yeah. Are you looking for a way to contribute to the stream? Send in your super chat today. Thank you. The fact that you're... Sam, I think you need to adjust your own camera a little blurry. Thank you for saying that. Is that better? Bill Buckner. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Anyway. Have you watched Out of an L? The accent is... Yeah. Facts is actually good for the body. I know it is. It's the best thing you could ever do for yourself. Your supporters far outnumber the haters. So many weirdos. All right, let's get back into the movement. I made a post just for you with a 99. May God bless you, Sam. I know, man. It was awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I know, people making serious gains in the trading group. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Shout out to everybody here on the live. My man made $50K in one single month trading in the trading group. Made over $50,000 trading in the trading group Unbelievable. I thought this was hilarious. And just so many awesome people here just making consistent gains over and over again. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. Sounds like someone woke up on the wrong side of the bed and has a glass of the love. What is your, what day? I did it for 3 days, but today I just drank juice, man. I couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't do it. I broke it. I broke it, man. I really couldn't. I tried as hard as I could. If you're, mouth ain't over yet. I know, right? The month ain't over yet. Still could pump to the upside. Read Matthew 616 on fasting. Love you, Sam. Thank you. All right. XRP to the upside on the 3L token, blasting off all the way up 69% gains to the upside. Shout out to anyone that took advantage of the trade. Bang, 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 badoom, bomb, badoom, bomb, badoom. This trade was an old trade, blasted to the downside. There's a loss trade. You lose trades. Just remember that you're going to lose a trade. It's how you deal with the losses every single time. Okay. No, the flesh is weak, bro. I know. Read John. Starting with money to make 50K a month, man. Hey. CELO was also on my radar. Look at that. A cup with a handle to the upside. CELO, C98. VELO is on my radar. VELO is on the radar. Something that I'm looking at. I don't own any, but VELO is on my radar. Something that I'm consistently looking at is VELO to the upside. Okay, are you still holding that long? Oh yeah, I'm still holding the long. We'll see what happens. Oh, it's starting to melt down though a little bit here. Getting a sell-off on the 7-minute time frame. See, the 7-minute told us it was time. 7-minute is so consistent. It's so ridiculous. The second the 7-minute lays off, right? Here's the deal. You start the break. I got a stop loss on it. So if we hit the stop loss. We go from there. Okay. Algo on fire today. 50K a month. Dang, I'm still trying to make $10 into 100. Hey, that's the first way. Once you do that, you can move on. Sorry, XRP looks like a double top bottom. Yeah, I would be taking profits. How's Cocos? Let's take a look at Cocos BCX here. On the 7, on the 1-minute time frame. Stops below, hasn't hit the stop, just still open-minded to the trade. Really nothing else to discuss there for Cocos. Let's take a look at the show and see what's happening on all different aspects of the market, shall we? On all different aspects of the market. We're going to take a look at the S&P futures, ES1. We're going to just break it all down, have some fun, and look at all the different things that could be going on in the market today. I also want to look at total, the entire market cap of all of cryptocurrency. All right? I talked about it coming here and then bouncing. That's exactly what it did. It went exactly where we said it would go and then bounced to the upside. How about that consistency? So, here's the deal. We did break out of the flag. We see this as a kind of a giant inverted head and shoulder here that can break to the upside. I also keep talking about bounce, bounce, resistance, resistance. But see here, we're below that. We got to break that line. See, Bitcoin's on the other side. That's what's so interesting to me. Bitcoin and the total market cap are not on the same exact page here. We could double top even on the 1 hour time. On the 4 hour, we could double top and have a bit of an issue here to the downside. Will BTC break up or down now, boss? I don't know. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance, man. Only the charts will convey. 15-minute suggests that we do go to the upside, but the 7-minute is giving us a bit of a resistance. So I don't know where Bitcoin's going to go. I never say I know where Bitcoin's going. Never. That's why when everyone says the next day, they say, you said it. I say, I never said that. All I did was show you a profitable trade. I gave you a profitable trade that's up yesterday with a stop loss and everything. So how could, everyone and their mother's thinking it's time to short. Market maker is going to rip this thing to 30K. Watch. I believe we're going all the way to 32, 36,000. I'm long. I've been long. I piled so much money in, and no one can say I'm the most consistent. I've piled my money in. Who else bought a Bitcoin at 19,000 live on their channel? Hello? Echoes. 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 Where's the YouTuber that bought a whole Bitcoin in front of the whole world at 19,000? Where is he? Echoes. 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 Empty room. I like this 7-minute resetting faster than fast. And this flag is holding nicely. This flag is looking very, very nice. Keeping the trade open for the pump, baby. Keeping the trade open for the pump. Funny. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Dave, I thought you were my buddy. Why would you call me a pencil neck? So weird, man. My neck is giant. I don't got a pencil neck. All right? All right, let's take a look at the total market cap and all of cryptocurrency on the 1-hour time frame. And the thing is, we got to get back above this resistance to remain bullish, 1.176. Thanks for being positive, guy. You look sharp, too. Thank you, John Thomas. God bless you. You can buy 8 decibels of Bitcoin. Whatever you get is good, man. Exactly. I'm at a long XRP. Why? That's so weird. I've got some pretty chunky pencils. Not my man. Sam, what state is your accent from? I bought AGIX at 53 cents. Already took profits just playing with free money, baby. There you go. There you go. Yep, the more you listen and chart in your own way, you will find your projection, just like my XRP chart in the 99. That's the... Dude, you're getting it. You're getting it, my man. You're getting it. You're getting it. You're getting it. Do you have a plan to hold backs long term? No, I've never thought about holding backs long term. Do you think it's a great project to hold long term? I've only been swing trading it on and off, right? We took it for 17% on that last trade. Let's take a look if there's something more coming for the move. All right. Kind of in this like weird little zone. It's, what is it? Tending to make some type of a, almost like a bullish megaphone. And let's see here. I always have to take away my moving average to see everything clearly when I jump on in. So that trade happened. Didn't get stopped out. It wouldn't even have been stopped out if someone decided to hold on to it. But we did lose the trend after the pump, right? So we got this initial move out. Resistance and a dump down to the downside. Did not hit the bigger target for backs. Let's take a look at your daily. Your daily really is going to tell you the story. And your daily wants to reset with some wicked cheer. So your daily wants to come down. Your 2-day, 22-hour is still in a bit of a flag. Pop this up. How far are you from the 21-day moving average? If you're stuck to the 21-day, the 21, there's a chance that we can flag on out. And also the whole market looking pretty good. So flag out the 22. I see the 22 could do some damage here. Wait for it to go sideways. You don't want to lose this support zone. You don't want to lose your trend line. But that is a flag. That's kind of a giant cup and handle. You see that? Very, very interesting. Now, the 200 and the 21 are starting to get too far apart, in my humble opinion. But that doesn't mean we can't get one more pump up before they have to come back down to like a 618 retracement. So this is the trade I would be looking at, something like this to the upside here for backs, BAB backs. All right. When do you think alts will pump? 50 to 59 right now. Been trading it as well. I like how it trades at the 4 hours. Still doing my research. Just asking. Blockchain Poodles. Thank you for the $9.99. God bless you, brother. Thank you, Sam. What do you think alts will pump? Greatly appreciate you. Thank you for the love, man. I appreciate you too. 745 people, 317 likes. Maybe we get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for the love. Long the top strategy. Yeah, that's great. Golden content. Thank you. Sam, what state is your accent from? I grew up in Boston, but I lived in New York City for 20 years. But it may be somewhat more of a Boston accent now. But some people say they still have some of a New York accent too. I never went full coffee though. I never went full coffee on you. I was always still saying coffee in Boston. Even when I lived in New York, I said bagel. People laughed so hard. I was like, can I get a blueberry bagel? A cinnamon raisin bagel? Everyone says bagel, but I say bagel. And I don't know. People in Boston, I think we say bagel here. Or I'm a weirdo. Whatever it is. But whenever I say bagel, the whole room stops. Like, I ordered a bagel once. I was in a film. I was an actor in an independent film. And I went and we were waiting at a restaurant because we were shooting in a restaurant. And I said, can I just get a bagel while I'm waiting? And they said, what did he just say? And the director wrote it into the script because I was supposed to be from Boston and I was in New York in the script. And everyone in the entire movie theater, I remember going to the premiere and I'm watching it and I'm like, yeah, let me get a bagel. And the whole entire theater just starts laughing out loud. And I'm like, I still never thought it was funny, but apparently it made the New Yorkers just laugh their entire faces off the way I said bagel. The way I said bagel, is it weird the way I say bagel? Get you a lobster. Thanks for the class yesterday. Anytime, man. Anytime, Cesar Cordero. God bless you, brother. So much knowledge, man. Do the HEX chart. HEX is hot. Let's take a look at HEX. I do want to look at HEX. It's been hot. Now, HEX can be traded on BitGet. It can be traded on Crypto.com. They got it on MEXC too. Ooh, it went back. Ooh, it tanked. Wow, it got sold off on MEXC. A token appreciation for the gains being banged out. God bless you, Sam. Thank you so much for the love, man. Thank you so much for the love. $23 in chat revenue. 742 people on the live. 388 likes. May we get the likes to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. Sam is the man. Shout out to Jebatron in the house. I say it that way too. Canadian though. Bagel is how you say it. You're funny. Crypto Lifer is the greatest person that will give you life lessons from another dream, another life of crypto. It's Sam the Lifer, and you are all my Lifer family. We will build together. God bless you, man. God bless you. I'll look at it on, it's been on BitGet longer, right? Okay, cool. The HEX chart. So HEX got that huge pump all the way up to what, 15 cents? Unbelievable. And it was just what, 3 cents? It did a 5x. Since January 29th, it did a 5x. HEX banging on them to the upside. Just discovered that HEX has a real $13 billion market cap. Why is it 201 on the CMC? Suppression? Is that strange? Why? Interesting. I never thought about that, Crypto Nick. Sam made my week pay last night. Sam, I made my week's pay last night. Thanks for the class and to spend 4 hours practicing charts and what we went over in the class, man. Amazing, bro. Thank you so much. Caesar, man. He made his week's pay in a night. This guy made his week's pay in one night. This is what people do when they get educated and change their lives. Education will change your life in every aspect. It'll up the ante of your knowledge. Your knowledge will pay you. Get that knowledge and expand your brain. God bless the lifers. In Miami, we eat croquet and Cuban sandwiches to break the fast. I love you, man. KuCoin or MEXC, it's either one, man. People miss the pumps all night, baby. How could you miss the pumps, baby? How could you miss the pumps? All right. Are you doing any first month discount soon for the Discord? Probably not, no. Man, that knowledge is so awesome and so special. Now, I'm still in Arbitrum. Remember, 129 bar. We're still holding that. We're going to hold it for a year, 2 years, see where it goes. Arbitrum, only a matter of time, I believe, until the whole space starts to rip to the upside. We're going to show you when alt season may be occurring here. We're going to show you when alt season may be occurring. We're going to take a look at the total market cap of all the altcoins here. Total 3. This excludes Ethereum, all right? Let's break it down for you real fast. So, look. I take away my moving averages for me because I like to see just clarity in price action. And I look right here. We put a line here and we can clearly see previous bounce becomes new resistance at $458 billion. All right. But however, we talked about this all the way from the 4-day and on, even from the 3-day. This is a beautiful bullish divvy. Something that strong. When's the last time you had 4-day bullish divergence? I mean, right there, not really, no. Right there, slightly. Let's see. I mean, it's so rare. It's like you never see it. Right there, there's a swing down. That one swung down kind of. Right here, you swung down. Well, okay, there it is there. You had this swing down, and you had this swing up. There was 4-day bullish divergence there, which got a huge bump. 40 all the way up to what? It was a double up in the market at that point. Fine, we did get a sell-off back down. It didn't become the previous low. The same time, I'm like, and there's really no divergence there. But I'm just trying to prove to you, this is the strongest, biggest form of bullish divergence I've seen on any big asset index. You know, this is like an index because it's it's like the top 100 smaller coins, you know. That's amazing. However, we didn't break the high yet. Bullish divergence suggests that you will make a high higher than this high. We are on our way to do so, in my humble opinion. Bit of an M pattern there, kind of rolling over. Let's break that down as well. Let's look at the bullish and the bearish scenarios no matter what. So here, you can see resistance. We can't seem to get back above the zone here, but we have bounced off this previous resistance to the upside. The 4 hours kind of an indecision, you know what I mean? That's somewhat of an M pattern, you know what I mean? So what I look at it is this, like I flag things out, put it inside of a flag, bring up the moving averages. I want to see how far away the 21-day moving average is from price action. It's right on it, which is likely to get a touch. Also, these are getting tight in the 200s moving out. What happens when we've seen that? Everyone, we've seen massive moves when we've seen that happen. Also, A bit of a shoulder, no? A bit of a head, no? A bit of a right shoulder could be playing out here for a nice move to the upside. I'm looking for the altcoins to blast to this 200-day moving average on the 4-day chart. I believe this is very likely going to happen. You can track this, write this down, and if a week from now, 2 weeks from now, you see price action hit there, you'll be like, the lifer had me at hello. The lifer made a prediction that was unreal. He claimed that we would hit the 200 SMA on the 4-day chart on total 3, and we ended up doing exactly as such. There's like a 90% chance, I believe, that will occur, in my humble opinion, based on my years and years and years of studying these concepts. The daily chart wants to rip up past the 200 SMA. Once you get above the 200 SMA on the daily, you will rip to the upside. I'm telling you right now, it's a high likelihood thing. I've watched this my whole life. I've watched price action get back above the 200 SMA right there. Boom. Price action fell a little bit, got above. Boom. Once it falls below, done. We are back above the 200 SMA on the daily time frame for the total market cap for these altcoins. Total 3, remember. And look at this. Shoulder, head, right shoulder. Inside of that, there's another inverted head and shoulder here. You can't make this stuff up. Bomb, 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 bomb. So I'm looking for some type of move out of these altcoins not too long from now, and you can see why. The 1-day chart is about to reset and get a bit of get some love. This would take the altcoins, in my humble opinion, at least past this resistance to that next area. And then look, this is a kind of a gap of the VRVP here. Your next big stop for altcoins is $670 billion. That's the level we're looking for. That's going to be the big move. The altcoins get this move. Imagine what's going to happen to your positions. You're going to see Matic at 175, 150. You're going to see Atom ripping up. You're going to see a lot of coins starting to make a bigger move to the upside. It's going to be absolutely amazing. My ARB short from 125 is looking juicy. Interesting. You shorted 125 on Arbitrum? Well, the whole market? Okay, do whatever makes you happy, man. Take profits when you can. All right. Let's go. Sammy Cup and Handy on Bitcoin to the 7-minute time frame. Okay. You see a Sammy Cup and Handy on the 7-minute. It's interesting. Watchers 776, 376 likes. Maybe we get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. Songbird running now. Let's go check out the chart, brother. I feel like bear market special should be bull market special. Positivity. It's turned boring on the Bitcoin channeling chart, right? Hey guys, I'm playing with my keyboard right now. Arrow now. I don't know what he's saying. Sam, I could kiss you. I would right now. I appreciate your valuable Hex TA, bro. Shout out to Dix Insider, man. Thank you. I don't think I really finished Hex though. So look, Hex is oversold on the 22. It's oversold in the daily time frame. I'd pull a Fibonacci on this and see kind of where we stand. That wasn't perfect impulse. That takes you all the way here. We are coming back down to the 618 Golden Paquito. It's a pretty interesting place to load up, and it's kind of cup and handling now, right? You have this previous resistance that you obviously broke out from, and now you're retesting the zone. I would look for Hex to retest this and make a move to the upside. Hex very well is about to make another move here. People were waiting on it, and then they got bumped out. It's kind of like, Bitcoin, like they're FOMOing, like wish they got into Hex. So, I mean, you're on the 618 golden pocket. That's the golden pocket. You wicked into it right there on a wick with the 50-day moving average, and you have a 92% gain here coming back to the top of the fibs. This looks very likely to me. However, if you lose this level, look to load up. I believe both of these are hardcore load up zones. I don't see Hex going lower than either of these areas by the oversold nature of the oscillator. This is a bit of a giant cup with a midi handle too. That could have an even bigger move to this next dotted line here at about 22. How did I know? Well, if I were to take the move of the measured move, it would be wick to wick. Then I could slap it to the flag, and it basically is going to get me somewhat into that region where this high is and this high is, somewhere into this area at about 22 cents. Hex is hot. People know Hex is hot. Pulse chain's coming out. When Pulse chain comes out, I believe it's going to even push Hex up even higher. It's going to make a bit of a move. So there's a narrative to what's going on here with Hex. You want to be paying attention. You want to be paying attention. Remember, total 3, the entire market cap of all of the little altcoins, something you definitely want to pay attention to. Okay? Something you definitely want to pay attention to. All right? Let's look at the total market cap in all of cryptocurrency here. Let's look at the total market cap in all of crypto. Now, the daily, it hit a huge pump, but it's getting rejected at this area. Resistance, 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 resistance. But the stochastics say, no. We are going to plow. We are going to plow. The 22-hour just getting started. A little bit of a sell-off here. Let's see. I want a daily candle closing right here. I'm going to make a box. I want a daily candle closing above this area. If we can't get above the area, it is bearish. Resistance, resistance. We're going to hit resistance, and maybe we make an M pattern. So what's the bearish scenario to open you up just in case? Bearish scenario is that we could make an M if we can't get back above here. So tonight, when we look at the daily, we got to get a daily candle to close above this region. We're going to tell you what that region is, so important, but we must get a daily candle to close above $1.173 trillion. We can even really raise it up a little more there to the wick. We want a daily to candle close 1.18. We got a daily candle to close above 1.18, and we're going to be in the golden sauce, baby. It's going to be amazing. So tonight and then tomorrow, look, falling volume with falling price suggests we will have a bit of a reversal to the upside on the total market cap in all of cryptocurrency. So definitely something you want to heed. Definitely something you want to pay attention to. We even called the pullback here down to the bottom, which is the exact entry for Bitcoin. Nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. Bitcoin is bleeding now, starting to bleed to the downside. Let's take a look at what's happening to Bitcoin. Trade is about to have to get cut off. Down $34. We'll take a look at a second. All right. Let's take a look at BTC. Back on the 7-minute. I still like this oversold behavior here on the 15-minute time frame. It looks like they're just kind of fishing for the last few people that may want to, may have put in a too chintzy stop loss. All right. At the same time, it could have a Bart Simpson to the downside. Anything is possible. I want people to understand that they're always like, oh, you can't tell yourself you know where Bitcoin's going to go. All you can tell yourself is what the oscillators are providing probability to you. Right now, this oscillator is low. Go back in time. Every single time the 10-minute was low, look, 1 pump. Okay. Right there was low, 2 pump. Right there was low, 3 pump. Right there was low, kind of sideways, but we still got a pump, right? Here it was super low, pump. There it was low, pump. So it looks almost every single time the stochastics got low below the dotted line, the 10-minute gave us a bit of a pump. Now, is it going to break the previous left resistance is the question. That's what we need to see. Is it going to break the previous resistance is the question. That's what we need to see. Right now, we're getting a little bit of a bleed out here. I'm going to take a look at BOOKMAP and see if it's suggesting if they're like, so we got some guys, they want to load up 28,200, 28,001. They want to get that lower price action here for Bitcoin. All right. So Bitcoin looks like it's headed a little lower right now in the smaller time frames based on the BOOKMAP idea. But the bigger time frame, the 15-minute even, still holding strong with oversold, kind of a double top though, too. See that? That's a lower low. Do we see a bearish divergence? Anything that would keep us, thinking this could go even lower? I don't see much. I like to buy that red candle. Nice time to add to the trade technically into the red. Buy into the fear. Pretty good time to buy into the fear, right? So I like this 15-minute. Likely getting a bit of a move here. And also there's a bit of a hidden bullish divergence because it's swinging down while this thing is swinging up. That's a hidden bullish in my humble opinion. Even if you go all the way to here, that's hidden bullish divergence. Tells you that the trend would continue to the upside and you should make a higher high. You got this whack shoulder, head, kind of a right shoulder. You see that? Left shoulder, head, right shoulder when I twist my head. I've seen that play out before in my life, even though it's insane. I have seen it play out. But these smaller time frames look like they're more bullish to me, and there's a hidden bullish divergence. So I keep my stop loss in place. I keep it rocking. Always use a stop loss, please. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice, but always get yourself a stop loss in place, please. Please, if you can. If you're smart. You got to do the right thing. Band, baby, band. Got a bit of a pump to the upside. Let's take a look at what I was looking at for band. I want to see band break out of this to the upside. Kind of a shoulder head and a shoulder messy, though. But I like band, baby. And, it doesn't move a lot, but when it moves hard. And it's a beautiful protocol that encompasses all different blockchains inside. It helps so many different blockchains. So people don't realize how many people have implemented band into their blockchain prior to this. So I loved band. Band went from $1 to $20. I used to trade it 2-3 summers ago. One of the hottest coins that summer. I'll always remember band, baby, band. Because, a band is like $1,000. Let me get that band, baby. How many bands? Because you can put an elastic band around it. It's like band, baby. Trading on 1% leverage, entry short and long on both at the one, waiting to exit properly. That's insane. Sorry, guys, I don't want to spam Volt. If you already looked at it, can you take a look, sir? Please send a super chat. Anyone else looking forward to the screen share tomorrow? I think I heard we may be looking at starting to build a ZK portfolio. Caspa on MEXC. Shout out to Ma Barley. Caspa continues to bang, one of the hottest coins in the entire space. We were getting into Caspa at the basic bottom. Someone came to the live and gave it to us. I did research and found it was, are you serious? Are you serious? I sold right here yesterday because it was so oversold. I figured there's no way it could continue to go to the upside. I figured it was impossible. You know what I mean? Insanity. Insanity. You know what I mean? Why are people calling me when I'm live? And everybody, we have a Keystone wallet out here jumping today. Designed with security from the start. Advanced features will blow your mind. Jump in with my exclusive offer before April 14th and get 30% off. You only have 2 weeks, basically, to get 30% off your Keystone air-gapped wallet. Never gets connected to the internet. Does all the things through QR code and thumb scan. This thing is unbelievable. Beautiful touchscreen. Once you peel off this, you know, and I can't peel it off. I don't know why I haven't. It's mine. I'm not sending it back. But this thing is amazing. And it has an awesome battery pack that you could put AA's in, but it also has a rechargeable. You take the battery off and recharge it. You never plug this thing into the internet. You never plug this thing into your computer. It never gets a connection. It's always free, completely air-gapped. Keystone hardware wallet. Get yours today. 5,500 different cryptocurrencies. Hit that QR code immediately right there. Hit that QR code. Takes you to the link. Get it in, baby. And you get 30% off. I mean, that's a huge discount. Shout out to them for giving that to the lifers. That's respect. They came to me, they like our community, and they offered us a product at 30% off due to my hustle, man. That is awesome. So take advantage of my hustle and take advantage of the discount 30% off for a Keystone hardware wallet today, man. God bless Keystone. Thank you so much for the love. Appreciate it. Wow, CAS just continued to the upside. I cannot believe it. And that's why I always say long-term hold. It was a long-term hold of mine, and then I switched to wanting to get a bag of it. Honestly, when the daily gets this high, you're like, what's, you know, you're like, it's so oversold, overbought. But it continued to go to the upside. Unbelievable. And honestly, it seems like people just want to get into this so hardcore. Like, man, I am now not a Caspa holder anymore. That's tough. But you know what? Let's take a deep breath. Let's see if my decision was horrible. If I have to limp back in at one point. Let's take a look. I mean, that was just... To me, that was just unsustainable. Unsustainable. Look how high you are. So I pull a Fibonacci. I take a deep breath. The last time this happened, right? People go, we could have been here, and people FOMO in. And the people that FOMO in end up getting banged when it has to come back down to the 618 Fibonacci level. I mean, maybe this thing could just continue to go up. But in my humble opinion, it has to come back down to some type of 618. Wow. And you know when I talk about how a rising wedge can break out parabolically? And I always go over that to my students on the weekly screen, on the private sessions. It's like, look at the size. I mean, that's just insane. That is absolutely insanity. Shout out to the 781 beautiful souls on the live, 404 likes. So look at this move here to the upside. And that thing is just awesome. Awesome, awesome. Be your own bank. Keep your own crypto. Get yourself a hardware wallet today. Yep. But we really want to push the... CNC, I love you so much. You're a blessing. But our team has decided we want to start pushing this one just for 2 weeks. So if you could delete the Trezor link, and we only want this link up if you can. If you could do that, please, for me. And it's our fault. We should talk to the mods whenever there's a campaign and tell them the campaigns that we want. Okay, both are there? Okay, I just really don't want to pin the other one. Because, I mean, that one, I want to give the people the 30% off, and I really like this. And you only have so many... Okay, whatever. Be your own bank. Keep your crypto safe. Hardware wallet link to the Keystone. Thank you so much. God bless you, man. Let's get the likes up to the watchers, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you for the $10 super chat. Kaz on MEXC. So what do? A coin goes up this hard. I have to go to the 5-7 minute time frame and take a look. And honestly, there could be another scalp coming here. This thing is out of control. Out of control. VCs, someone's getting into this. They're piling in on MEXC. There could be another scalp coming, I have to say, on the 5 minute time frame. Until we see a really substantial bearish divergence here, even on the small time frame, it could start. This thing looks like it could continue to the upside. I would watch Kaz closely for a possible gainer of another 47%. I mean, that's what the measured move says. I have no idea where it's going to go. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. This says it can go up to 47.7% gains on the move. All right. It's 20% off, not 30. I go by what my team did. My team gave that to me. So if my team, whatever, I don't know what else is going on. Okay. I'm getting one. I still remain bearish in the short term for Bitcoin retesting 25K. Are you serious? Actually, you know what? Who knows? Maybe it does go. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. But I mean, are you not respecting that trend line? You know what I mean? The trend line is really the big deal you want to pay attention to. It's all about the trend line. This is it. All you have to worry about right now trading Bitcoin, to me, it was very simple. Very, very simple. All right? 5 minutes still holding its own. That's a bearish rectangle in my humble opinion. Still holding its own. We go up and down. The thing can still pump to the upside. Nothing has really changed on the flag. VRA, cup and handy on the 1 hour. And Adam, please. You're the man, Sam. Really appreciate you. Highly trained. Thank you so much for the love, man. Thank you so much for the love. Okay. Dustin, man. My baby. What up, Dustin? My buddy, brother. Appreciate you, Dustin. Okay. We're going to take a look at VRA here. I feel like it dipped out of the cup, but there you go. There's your handle with the wick to the downside outside of the move. Touching the 200-day moving average oversold. 200-day can be a nice pump to the upside, especially on the daily in the 22. All right. And look, even tight, we could pump up to the 200 SMA. I do see, look, a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder there, and the 2-day is kind of pointing down. What if this dumps back down to a bullish order block? Your next spot could be the lower area there on the order block, but you never know. You're holding a high volume node, but you lost below it. Usually when you lose the high volume node, you're going to come back down at least to that node or to the next one. Interesting enough. So look at that 2-day chart. It would have to flip on you back to the upside. Kind of doing something like this here. You know what? I'd be bullish on the 22. 22 looks like it's about to blast. I do still see this shoulder, this head and this shoulder. 32% of the time, they aren't going to break out on you. So, but it's just, I got to heed that. I can't act like I don't see it. I see it clear as day. So you just got to be super careful. This level has to hold. If you get stopped out down here, you can't be that upset about it. There was a chance, right? I do see this giant cup with the handle, though, and we could get the move to the upside. The 22-hour looks absolutely beautiful. I love trading this type of setup. Pointing up on the RSI. MACD showing signs of life. Falling volume with falling price shows me that the sellers are losing volume, all right? But like we're right at this, like we got back above the point of control, then we're right below it again. Tells me we may have to come down and test. It's a more aggressive entry, in my humble opinion, on VRA. Veracity. I do hold some of this coin. I bought it on a decentralized exchange a long time ago. I just want to disclose that. I do hold some of the coin. Super chat, MFAM, Moonwell, SHIB, Flux, and Adam. Thank you so much, Dustin Calva in the house. God bless you for that. So look, I mean, VRA gets all the way up here to 0.15. Keep shouting, Sam. Thank you for your knowledge and the time every day. Shout out to Santiago Escobedo, man. God bless you. Where are you from, man? Where are you from? God bless you, brother. Shibby, shibby, shib, shib. I love you. Hey, Sam, I'm on the car listening. Jay Bella, thank you for listening in the car, man. God bless you. Keep it up every single day, man. This is for you. Jay Bella, this is for you, man. I love you, man. You keep pushing every single day. You don't stop, baby. You keep pushing. You believe in yourself. Take a deep breath. Help somebody out. Every time you can help somebody out, it makes you feel good. Boost that feeling inside. Gives you that energy. Jay Bella, man, you keep listening in that car. God bless you. I'm going to keep showing up every single day. Shout out to the Blue Crew, always holding us down. Shout out to Greg, Dustin Calva, Love Learning, Jamie Zeno, and CNC Ireland. All my amazing team here. Love you all. Crypto Rambler, you're the man, dude. Flux, when we have a chance, my friend. Thank you, Crypto Rambler. Okay. Keep shouting, Sam. Thank you for the knowledge and the time every day. Man, you too, brother. Sammy, Jesse Namasil. I love you, Jesse. I feel like you're my brother, Jesse. Man, Jesse sharing his story. He was in a coma, completely close to dead. He was never supposed to get out of there, but he's a lifer now. Change. Man, God bless you, brother. So happy that you made it through. Was that your dad in the shot? I hope someone was sitting next to you when you were in the hospital bed. I was just imagining, like, watching my son in a hospital bed. So amazing. So amazing. 77 watchers. Let's get the likes up to the watchers, baby. 777's on the move today. Thank God for your life, Jesse. Yeah, that was my father. Jesse, man. He's the real deal, man. Yo, you got a good dad, man. You look like he was never going to leave your side, bro. He was never going to leave your side. I just got pulled out and not the chat. Oh, yeah. Always charting and watching, not watching the chat as much. Still digging out the snow. It's been tough in the Tahoe this year. Tomorrow, leave for Costa Rica. We'll listen to the lifer on the beach for a month. Dude, you're going to Costa Rica for a month, Crypto Cash? So that's what you do. You stay up in Tahoe, and then you go on down to Costa Rica. Where you going? Oaxaca, Tamarindo. Where do you like to go? You ever been to Montezuma? And we're going to have a lifer meetup in Costa Rica. I absolutely love the people there. Pura Vida, baby. Pura Vida to the Puerto Rican, Pura Vida to the Ticans. We call them the Ticos. Pura Vida to the Ticos there in Jaco, man. Jaco is awesome, man. I wish I had a dad. Dixon Sider, we love you, brother. Manuel Antonio. Oh, Manuel Antonio is one of the most beautiful beaches in the whole world. I remember seeing the monkeys there. And you just sit in Manuel Antonio, just in the park, man. Oh, my God, it's so beautiful. Manuel Antonio National Park here in Costa Rica. I always remember being there. One of the most beautiful places. Oh, did you go to that restaurant that is made up out of a plane? That isn't there, right, in Manuel? And you look out over the water. That restaurant was unbelievable. It was like a plane kind of, it was like made up of a World War II plane up on above the water. It was the coolest thing I've ever seen. This is it here. This is it. And man, I went to this restaurant. It was unbelievable. And you're sitting out, like you walk into the plane. I remember sitting here. Oh my God, it was so cool. I miss Costa Rica. I had such a blast there. Unbelievable times. But yeah, you got to go. And I was right there, eating right there, looking out. Oh my gosh. On one of those places in the plane. So cool. I always remember this. It was a long time ago I went there. Costa Rica, baby. Okay. Once massive profit party with the YouTube community, including Bit Squad, Candle Mafia, Casper Crew, Crown, everybody. Hey, we got to make it happen, right? We got to make it happen. Bitcoin at 28,350, still holding the zone there. I'm still holding the zone. I like what I'm seeing for the trade. That is way, it's so amazing. 2025 profit pool party. Let's do it. And then Arcane Bear can host it because Arcane Bear lives there. So he can kind of like coordinate it. He already does his own stuff all the time anyway. You know what I mean? What's weird is whatever happened to my JASMY setup. I don't remember ever deleting it. But then the other day I looked at it and I was like, where is it? JASMY, baby. JASMY on KuCoin. Oh, there it is. Maybe I looked at, yeah. So I'm looking at JASMY. Nice cup and handle here on JASMY. Thing is going to, it pumped hard. It's pulled back. Has a deal with Sony. A lot of people like it. It's come down to the 706 Fibonacci level there. Golden pocket. It's in right now in the golden pocket. I mean, the daily wants to blast to the upside. Again, anything is possible. This could easily dump. I'm not a financial advisor. And the guy saying do should be taken as financial advice. But this thing could just make bacon on the beach, man, and just blast off all the way. So I'm watching JASMY for a possible 86% gain. I keep reminding everybody, JASMY, baby. JASMY. I've been TA JASMY since literally May of 22, right? Would love a share. I tagged you in my Insta story. Would love a share. I'm not good at Insta stories. I never know what the heck it is. I'm not like, I've been seeing the charts for so long. So what do? I do it an instant story. I go to Instagram and I don't know. So crazy. I don't know. I don't understand how to share a story. I'm like really awkward right now. But like, I don't use Instagram like the average person. Think about it. I've been in the chart for 7 years of my life. I'm a nerd. I'm a chart nerd, man. I have to pay people to help me use Instagram. I used to use Instagram back in the day. I grew it up to 12,000 and it was going until they, you know what I mean? Old man problems. What do I do? You could talk me through it. I just don't. I don't know how to. Where is the story? How do I know there even is a story? I just don't have any idea. I don't know what I'm doing. I went on vacation. Shout out to Board Type Crow. Board Type Crow, I love you, man. I just want to spotlight you, bro. I love you, man. You came to meet me. You rocked the hat. I just want you to know I love you, brother. So much. And I hope you're doing well, man. I want to spotlight you and let everybody know that you're the man. May God bless you, brother. All right? I don't want you ever getting down, man. Just go to notifications. It's no biggie, bro. Where are the notifications? Where are they? I don't know. Up here, I have I don't see any notifications. A heart, maybe? I got a mention. Okay, we've collected all your mentions so you can quietly review. Okay. Add to their story. What does that mean? Okay. Share. I don't even know. This is Instagram. I think I did something. I don't know. Okay. Je suis JASMY Je m'appelle Samuel, comme ci, comme ça. Je suis. Je voilà. Beaucoup. Ça va beaucoup. How did I do? Down with the ship. I go. LOL. Joking. The Instagram been fire recently, Sam. Thanks, man. I've been trying to build it back up and keep it going. I've been taking an active approach to it. You know, that's the thing, man. You can hire your social media team, but you gotta manage your own Instagram at one point. You're the best. Sam, your job for sure. That's love. Hey, I never deny somebody if they need help, man. I don't care how small or big it is. If I see you on the side of the road, I'm pulling over to help you. Crazy story. One day I can't even retell the story because it's like, but I'm driving my car and a guy's on the side of the BQE where the bridge is, like that bridge, the Kazakuzo bridge, and he's like on the side of the road because he can't get the wheel off. And I pull over even though the cars are going by and his friend's trying to direct people from hitting us. Nobody would have got out of their car. I get out of the car on the highway and I'm sitting there with all my might trying to get his wheel off. I realized that he's stolen his brother's car without asking him or something. Something happened. And it has that nut on it. And you need the key to get the nut off, you know, so people can't steal your wheel. And he can't get it off. He's like, the cops are going to take me. The cops are going to... I felt so bad for the guy because I think he shouldn't have been on the road. I tried with all my might, like, trying to get this wheel off for him. And I realized that he had a lock on there. I couldn't do it. I said, bro, you locked in place. I risked my life because I felt bad this dude was going to go to jail trying to get his wheel off. I jumped back in my car. I looked back. I said, Sam, it was the dumbest thing you ever did, bro. I put my life on the line to help people so many times in my life. And I really think that's why God has kept me around. You know, that's why I went through the glass door. All the crazy things happened to me. And God said, no. You come on back. I'm going to use you for something. You listen to me sometimes, so I'm going to use you. You listen to me more than others, so hey, come on back. So I believe God has a plan for me. He wants to use me in some way, shape, or form. And so I'm ready, man. I'll be the vehicle in which I need to be. You know, I remember that night, BQE sitting there. I look back on it. What was I thinking? I had to get back to my wife and kid. Like, I would have gotten smashed on the side of that thing on the Kazakuzo Bridge, trying to help some dude take his tire off, literally in the lane of the highway. There's no place to pull over. He's in a highway lane, and he was in the fast lane on the left side. Then the guy staring at me. I said, dude, stop staring at us. I go, start waving out there with your freaking phone so you don't get us killed. It was crazy. It was crazy on the highway, man. On the highway. His plan for you is to look at Kaz break out. You're funny. Man, it's breaking out right now on the 10-minute chart on the way to the upside. This thing just will not stop. 33.5. Just will not stop. Just banging on them to the upside. Caspa. And you knew this thing's going to be huge one day. 30-cent coin, 10xing all the way to the upside for Caspa. I just need that pullback. Even if this makes it on the stretch, we need that pullback. But it's starting to make a move here. 10-minute chart said this is going to be a beautiful scalp to the upside. A beautiful scalp to the upside. You do God's work every day being here for us. Shout out to Highly Trained, man. God bless you. I'm glad I work at a dealership. I have all the logs. LOL. No wheel will be my enemy. Amazing, right? You're funny, man. XRP is not going up. Okay. You can hire people if you need for manage your social media. No, I do. Believe me, I have a team of people that help me manage all my stuff, but you still, like, they can't sit down and talk the way you can talk. You know what I mean? MFAM, Moonwell is they changed the name to MFAM? Moonwell Apollo, total value locked. Moonwell Apollo, MFAM. Interesting that they took the name Moonwell. That's our old coin. So someone asked me about MFAM. Oh, I had it up, yeah. I mean, it's got a weird cup and handle, but the price action's all over the place. I don't like trading stuff like that. You know what I mean? Where the candles are just like, those are scam wicks everywhere. So yes, the structure says we're going to bump to the upside, but I don't really like the candles there. 118% gains. The measured move would take you to 0.444. All right. SHIB, Flux, Atom, and Phantom. Let's take a look at SHIB here on KuCoin. And everyone says that you're not supposed to tell everyone what you're fast, but what if you drink lemon water in front of 100 people for 2 years straight, and then one day you're not doing it? People are going to ask you why you're not drinking the lemon water. So, like, everyone has whatever they got to say, but they're not in my shoes, man. You know what I mean? My reality is mine, man. So I handle my reality the way I want to handle it. You know what I mean? If I want to explain to someone why I'm not drinking lemon water, then I want to do that. So look, that's an Adam and Eve double bottom. Came back down and retested with the cup and handle. SHIB to me says, hey, I want to move, but the daily says, hey, we got to wait. Double bottom for SHIB. As long as SHIB doesn't go lower than 9915, this thing can absolutely rip to the upside. I see a 95% gain coming for SHIB. It gets above this point of control. It's going to gap up very fast all the way to the zone. Also, I showed you the total market cap. Things are looking pretty good for the move. All right. Did we ever figure out the Keystone Wallet thing? Okay. This is a cup and handle here. 95% gains coming for SHIB. All right. Remember win goal? Whatever happened to that win goal? Remember it was called like Major League Soccer? I was looking at it one day. Whatever happened to win goal? It pumped like it was supposed to and stayed in the flag. Win goal looks like it's going to continue to the upside. I would watch win goal. It just struck my mind once. I was like, whatever happened to that win goal? MLS looks pretty good to me. It's supposed to, right? Yeah, someone just was telling us the wrong thing. That's all. Someone said it's 20, not 30. Okay. Yeah. I mean, the team told us 30. My team told me 30. I trust my team and my wife, so let's take a look at MLS. And maybe he was talking about something else. Who knows? And when I say flagging out, it's bull flag. Flagging out on the daily time frame. Flagging out on the daily time frame. And that's another thing. Like, I grew up in Boston, man. I was in, like, you have no idea, guys. I've had my jaw broken, everyone. I've had my hand had pins in it when I was 15 because I broke it on someone's cheekbone. I didn't want to do that. But in Boston, you're going to get challenged back in the day, too. I got hit so hard in the back of the head one day here. I got my jaw wired shut for 6 weeks straight. You know what I mean? It was crazy growing. I mean, that was even in Queens. I just been through so many vicious battles. My body has been through so many vicious battles. That's why I would refuse to do anything like that anymore. You know what I mean? You would have to seriously offend me, my wife, and even then, like, it would have to be, really, for me to do anything, it would have to be a life or death situation. I'm not expunging my energy for any reason ever again. But for years, man, I like MLS for a possible move to the upside, too, as well. MLS looking good. Win goal. Win goal for the move, baby. Win goal for the move. High BAYC hit. We hit high MAYC. I saw a golden cross frontering on that 4-hour time frame. So we fronted the golden cross and it boomed up to the upside. Look at that gain on the front of the golden cross. A gain of 53% gains, just knowing that the golden cross was coming and then buying into the area. It slipped, but it never hit a stop loss, and they would pump to the upside. Nice move, and it could continue to the upside too. I like what I'm seeing here. All right. Man, Kaz is like Caspa, baby. Just figured that you had to take some profit there. Profitos. Still in the flag here on the 7. You can flatten it out. But it's that thing looks so likely to move. When you got a rounded bottom like that in the stochastics, lack of bearish momentum, and you're making a flag above on touching the 21-day moving average, I'd be surprised if this doesn't let go at least, and it could even come all the way back down to that fib, but I wouldn't be surprised if this doesn't let go back to 4.5 cents. Do you mine crypto? No, I really don't have any miners. I hate your waitress is caliente. You're funny, man. Why would you hate that? Oh, XRP wants to go up. Good thing. I shattered my hand on someone's face once. You only do that once. I know, right? They say, well, you know, the cheekbone is the strongest bone in the body right here. See this bone? Cheekbone one is, you don't, and yet this muscle is not the strongest bone. So when you take, that's why if they call it a boxer's fracture. I'll tell you, I hung out with Boss Rutan. I worked for Kevin Kinwade for a couple of years. And that was Kevin James. His good friend is Boss Rutan. And so I used to eat with Boss during my lunch. And he would sit, he was this big manly guy. I'd see him alone. He'd be kind of just, I'd be like, can I sit, man? I was like, so I'd sit with Boss Rutan. If you know who Boss Rutan is, I would sit with him and eat my lunch. Because I worked in TV, so I always ended up like being around the people that were on, and they'd act like nothing because they saw you every day. It was just like, we're all making the TV show together. With Boss Rutan, man, he is one of the most vicious, ultimate fighting champions in the world. Even before UFC, ultimate fighting, this guy was the man. And so I'm sitting with him, and he would talk to me, and he would tell me how to defend myself. And one of his greatest lessons that he taught me, right, is he said, the side of your hand. He said, dude, I'm telling you right now, Sam, he goes, forget your fist. He goes, never again use the fist. He goes, your elbows and your knees. He goes, when you throw a fist, you're off balance like this completely. You know what I mean? He's like, if you're really in, you want to step in with the knee comes forward, and then you come through with the elbow. He goes, when you're coming through with an elbow, your whole body force is with you, and you're standing on your quads. He goes, after you hit the elbow, you come through with the back of the hand to the back of the ear. Everybody, if you want, just tap the back of your ear right now with the side of your hand. You will get a pain, even with a tight tap. I just got a horrible pain with a tiny tap. He told me you sidestep the guy, you hit him as hard as you can with the side of your hand behind the ear. You will knock him so silly. And he bent down and he hit me behind the ear a few times. He taught me. Boss Rutan taught me how to hit. Yo, I'm telling you right now, man, this man, one of the nicest people you ever meet in your life, too. I love this guy. I love this guy. Boss, if you're out there, man, great dude, man. Boss is a really nice guy, man. Maybe I could have him on the show. I could reach out to him, have a few texts about it. Hey, Boss, you want to come on the show, bro? I never thought about it. I forgot that me and him used to kick it. Boss Rutan, man, what a nice dude. So he taught me, man. He taught me the ways. You have lunch with Boss Rutan every day, you're going to learn something, I made my entire week's salary off your Bitcoin calls last night in the trading group. The amount of time and energy you give us is incredible. I greatly appreciate everything you do for us. Much love to you and yours. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat from Harley Morales. Man, an entire week's salary in the trading group, man. That makes me want to cry, man. And look, do you have that's the Big Lebowski, isn't that? Maybe not. Maybe that's your own picture, but it reminds me of the Big Lebowski in there. God bless you, bro. I'm sending that to the testimonials. Man. Thank you so much. And everyone, read the testimonials. If you don't believe the love, show up every day and just read these. See what people are doing. This guy wrote an entire paragraph. This was amazing, man. Thank you so much for writing that. And the gains people are making and the way they're changing their lives. Look at this man. He made $1,000 in one day, 10%, 14%, and then he just started trading the high coins, just getting it in. Just getting it in, man. So apparently it was 20%. So 20%, I misspoke. I greatly apologize for that. 30% is pretty nice. 20%, still an amazing discount. And this is for the Keystone wallet. You can get 20% off on the Keystone wallet on April 14th. Apologize for me and my staff. We'll get it right the next time. Thank you so much for helping us on out, though. I appreciate it. Everything is my fault. When you're the CA, it's always your fault. It's your fault. You didn't say enough. You didn't do enough details. You didn't explain enough. You didn't go over it. Hey, so you tell your staff one thing, you got to double check with them again. If you don't double check, it's on you that they don't remember. Everything is your fault when you're the CEO of your own company. You can blame nobody. You can use Makawari to condition your fist to become weapons. A conditioned fist will split a cheekbone like it's not there. Are you serious? Oh my gosh. Well, what's happened to the coins that bounce off the cup? Does that go to YouTube? What happens to the coins that bounces out of the cup? What happens to the coins that... What is he saying? I indeed get it more. I need to get it in more. Hit with the palm, man. I'm telling you, man, that palm is amazing. Kempo since 1979. Okay. Kempo, bro. Kempo's real deal. Kempo's the real deal. What happens to the balls? Oh, yeah, they bounce out the cup. They end up on the ground. I have to go find them. And pick them off the floor. Here's one right here. There's another one right here. They're right here. I got them. I got the balls. They're right here. These are awesome. I can have these made. If anyone wants these, one of the lifers would make in these Texas Tubes over on Instagram. Go over to Texas Tubes and check him out. He's going to make you these orbs. Puts real gold and silver in them. Real gold and silver inside of these. These things are so cool. So cool. I'll show them at the end of the stream if you really want to see them. Hammer first, bottom part, land of the collarbone. They called it break in the quarters. Effing book, my man. Shout out to my dude. When Gary Gensel, SEC hates about yeah. I love Gary, man. Definitely check out Texas Tubes, man. Thank you, Dustin. You're the man. He's an amazing dude. He really is, dude. You're a fellow lifer glass artist. I want to link up. Yeah, the knees are just as good. Aim for the pressure points. The average person drops instantly. Woo! My man, my lifers, man. You don't want to mess with the lifers. Lifers seem to know how to get it in. What about the Krav Maga? You guys into Krav Maga? You know what I mean? What about that Krav Maga? You know what I mean? So all coins are doing pretty good today. We're getting a bit of a move. Let's see, though. Let's look at the... You know what? I like to scan the whole market. CELO was on my radar last night. I don't know why I didn't put that out. I was staring at it all day. Anyway, you look at the total. I just start scanning the market like this on the 4-hour. And you can try to look for, you know, this has some more room on the 4-hour possibly. This has some more room. But a lot of coins are now starting to get a little spent. Like they had a little pump. 4 hours a little, you know. So it's like, it tells you a little bit of a cool off. A little bit of sideways action. Everyone like, well, do I run in short immediately? No, I don't run in short when the 4-hour. But look, I'm scanning the whole market. And you can see the 4 hours overbought. I'm staring down at the stochastics RSI. All right. And we're at a resistance for a lot of coins. Frac share. Everything has made a move. Right. Whole market finally got a push. You know, UBIX continuing to move. Look at the UBIX call. That thing came up, retested, came up. It still never hit the stop loss. UBIX, right? Immutable X is hot to me. Let's talk about Immutable X. It just has so much news coming for it, right? And look at the 4-day chart. Getting oversold. Like, I just, you know what? I don't even need to put a setup on this. I believe this is a long-term accumulation, and it's likely to go up 200% in the next 1 to 2 months, in my humble opinion. Again, that's my prediction. I'm not a financial advisor. Like I said, you should be taking as financial advice. But I could easily see this thing doing damage. Immutable X. Let's take a look at Flux, USDT here. Flux, baby, Flux. Flux on KuCoin. All right. It isn't a cup and handle. It's oversold in the 4-day chart, telling you that, hey, this thing wants to make a massive move eventually. Could even look at this as a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder that could blast to the upside. So I'd be watching Flux at the bigger time frame. Really, not anything else. Watch the 4-day chart. 4-day chart is my go-to for gains, baby. I like bigger time frames. The bigger the time frame, the bigger the payday, man. The measured move for Flux is small and big. Just a regular move would take you to about 144. But what if Flux gets busy and goes all the way back up here to 272, 276, 272 for Flux? Interesting. So that's just, you know, ideas for Flux, baby. Ideas for Flux. Let's take a look at Atom. Atom's a strong coin. One of the strongest coins in the entire bear market, really, in my humble opinion. So when we take a look at Atom, look at that. We got a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder here for Atom. I've been watching this idea, and I can see Atom pumping up to where? The 200 SMA. Once these moving averages get tight, and this starts to become an outlier. You see that? So I'm watching Atom for a pump here. First resistance, and next, that takes Atom to $18. My measured move would take Atom all the way to 25. All right? Granted, everything would have, you know, things would have to play out, but this trend line's holding. I like what I'm seeing for Atom. All right, let's take a look at Phantom. USDT, Phantom, an oldie but goodie, baby. An oldie but goodie. Thank you so much, Dustin Calva in the house with the Phantom call. So we take a look at Phantom. All right? And I mean, Phantom getting tighter and tighter in the zone. This is what you want to see. And look, shoulder, head, and a right shoulder. That's an inverted head and shoulder inside of the move. That tells me a bigger move is coming. I showed you that the total market cap for the alts looks to take vengeance. It gets above those two areas. That's why we went over total 3. And look, this has cup and handle vibes. I could see Phantom making a massive gain to the upside. A massive gain. 100% gains coming out of Phantom. That would take Phantom all the way back to 93 cents, which would be pretty crazy to see Phantom do that. All right? Phantom on the radar. I like what I'm seeing for Phantom. I would not be surprised if Phantom just banged on him to the upside. I'm telling you right now, you thought trading was more difficult. Trading's going to get a lot less difficult once Bitcoin ranges back up. Once Bitcoin got about 25,000 and we held the zone and everyone could clearly see that there was a big move coming. Massive move. 492 people on the live. 723 likes. Maybe we get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay. Man, I made my entire week's pay. I just can't believe that. I love hearing that. I work so hard so I know that you can make a week's pay in one night. That's why I work. That's why I do what I do. That's why I do what I do. 22-hour looking lovely bullish on Phantom here. Looking absolutely lovely. I like what I'm seeing for Phantom. Oversold on the 22. Bit of a cup and handle. Right? So Phantom could do damage. The old saying, doing damage for Phantom. All right? Doing damage. Conflux is on the radar. All right? It pumped up again. Look at that. Up about 29 from total there. Up 23% for Conflux. CFX. Why did I like CFX? Because Hong Kong is opening up trading. And when Hong Kong opens up trading, CFX is going to get busy. All right? I posted this to the trading group on 3/27. Once in Hong Kong begins, this is set to get volume. People know this and may front run this coin. And I saw it right there. And that was the entry, 3/27. And today is now 3/29. 2 days later, we take a look at Conflux and it's blast up for 23% gains for CFX. So there's another gainer in the trading group. No stop loss got hit in the making of this trade. All right. CFX here, banging on them for 23% gains. We may have posted it. I'm not sure. Just wanted to reiterate in case. Not every coin's amazing. I take it one step at a time. Phantom getting that pump. I like what I'm seeing here. Thank you so much, Sean. God bless you, brother. Thank you for the love. And this juice that I made, this is carrot, apple, pineapple. And I read it's like some of the greatest juice. And I made this juice from scratch at home. A lot of carrot fiber at the end. That's amazing. That's really going to hit the spot. Fresh juice, man. There's nothing like it. It said I would look orange, but you know what? So be it. If I have to look orange, I'll look orange. FCON, Space Falcon. Once you get above the 200 SMA, usually it's a liftoff point. I would not be surprised if this thing just absolutely blasted because it's holding above the 200 SMA. Previous resistance becomes new support. We draw Fibonacci on this thing and it's ready to rock. So you got a fib on the 618 golden pocket. This thing looks like it's ready to go. We've traded this many times and it has played out too. I like what I'm looking at for Space Falcon. I mean, you got your Sammy coming handy to the upside. Right? And you got a possible move here. Hanging out above that 200 SMA is a beautiful, beautiful sign. So I'm watching FCON on the radar. FCON on KuCoin. And we mainly trade KuCoin and MEXC. We're going to start trading more and more MEXC than we've done before. All right? Hey, Sam, just customer feedback for myself. I love the new scalp trade you're posting. It gives us new guys the confidence to try one of your setups and took your new scalp this morning. Bitcoin stop loss, 29.4. But I'll be happy to take profit at 28.99. But we'll see when we get there. Thank you, Sam. Colin. God bless you, Colin. Thank you so much for the love. I'm in profit now, $80. Happy days. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you for the love, man. We're still struggling at 28,000. Oh no, we got back up. We should be in profit back in. Yeah, we're back in profit on the trade here to the upside. I'm staying in the trade. 50-minute likely to pump to the upside. I'm going for the gusto, baby. I'm going for the gusto. Don't get scared. Don't pull your trade. You got to let the trade play out. 20x leverage at $400. You're only trading about what? In contracts, 0.3 Bitcoin contracts, right? So you do the math, all right? You take Bitcoin at 28,000, almost 29, but 28,004. You times it by the 0.3273. You're sitting on about a $9,000 position, right? You make, Anyway, so, and you just trade lightly, easy, one step at a time. One step at a time. One step at a time. Oh, I got messages. I can't see who it is. I'd love to find out, but I can't. Trade BOOKMAP, everybody. BOOKMAP gives you liquidity. Right now, we're going to see what's happening with BOOKMAP on the order book. Right now, it's telling us there's way more orders closer than lower. They want to pump us to 28.6. They want to fill this order and that order and squeeze the shorts. However, it is going to be a bit of a sell wall that we got to get over. Up here are the sells. This is amalgamated data of the biggest exchanges, showing us where the whales are, or the retail is stacked together with the whales. Like right there's 28,005 is a big sell point for 946 Bitcoin. We're likely going to get dragged into that and close that liquidity zone. They might strip it and rip it back up. At the same time, when we look lower, we have one buy at 28.2, and that's really our low point. 28.2 may be actually the local low here before we continue to the upside. They tried to touch it earlier down here, as you can see, and they kind of did eat the liquidity. Oh, he just dragged his liquidity away. Oh, baby. See? He just spoofed us out. Ah, ha, ha, ha. What I'm showing you, see how this just stopped? It to me, I believe he's going to start pulling this liquidity a little bit away, but only time will tell. Showing us that it's more likely, look, they just got a short squeeze right there. We just saw a short squeeze right there, 160,000, 55,000 on the short squeeze. Bitcoin pumping to 24,430 now. The MEXC scalp up now, 2%. Oh, did it come back down again? All right. The VPN wasn't working that well, too. I had a VPN on, but it was kind of struggling. We'll go to the total market cap. Let's take a look at the dollar index, the DXY, because we have to. So, look, I called the falling wedge breaking to the downside. I showed you my green zone, likely to come there. We circled it. We were waiting for this. We were tracking it. Who remembers my head and shoulder that I had drawn that was so funky bunchy, but it played out? Head and shoulder to the downside, right? And so far now, look at the 8-hour coming up and dumping again. Not strong. Let's keep Bitcoin. Let's keep the dollar on the 8-hour. Comes back up, makes an M pattern here, and dumps to the downside. I want to see this thing make its way all the way back down here, which is likely. Look, this is the pattern. Up, down, up. You're coming down here. I want to see the dollar down here and Bitcoin at 40,000. A big move is coming for Bitcoin. I'm telling you right now, and the corroborated story of the dollar is there. 8-hour trying to probably eventually turn on you. All right, so I'm looking for a move to the downside on the dollar index, and I'm projecting that. All right, I am projecting that to the downside. They're playing with this liquidity. You can see they tapped it. They came back in. They did tap the liquidity just as we suggested, 28,006. All right, so that's the dollar index. Let's take a look at the ES1. Last time I saw it, it looked pretty good, but it had slumped below 4,000. We wanted it back above 4,000. We have this shoulder, head in the shoulder. If you're trading the stonks, this is a really good sign that the stonks and the tech, basically any tech stock, Tesla's going to move. If the S&P pumps, all your tech stocks pump. This says that a lot of things are going to move to the upside. That's an inverted head and shoulder on your tech stocks. I like what I'm seeing here. 4 hours a little spent. Can the 1 hour drive it? No. Wow. We're kind of seeing a bit of an issue here. All right. Still at a resistance. We got to get a signs of life here. I want a candle closing inside my green box up here. You see that? And until then, the bigger picture is we're inside of this symmetrical triangle. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. You ever ride a horse? Trot, 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 and you get up with the trot. You know what I mean? I know what I'm doing. I rode horses, okay? I gave it up once we had to make her wear the tight pants, and my sister was doing it. I wasn't doing that. I wasn't. You know what I mean? And you'd be like, wait, I thought you grew up poor or middle class. I didn't grow up super rich, but there was a tiny little farm that a woman got through through like a bank loan, and she didn't have a lot of money. I remember it was a dirty farm, just whatever, and they had 10 horses, and if you were a kid there, you could come and clean a horse for the summer, and they would let you ride a horse in the local events. So my sister did that. And, even when I was 3 years old, my dad put us on a horse. There was a little horse farm right near our summer house. It's just like crazy, and It was small back then. There's pictures of me 3 years old sitting on these giant horses. So funny. But again, yeah, it became more of a woman's sport. One of my buddies kept doing it, wearing the tight pants, you know what I mean? But I just, as a kid, my dad was such a big manly man. So anything like that, by the time I was even 8 or 9, I was like, nah, I ain't doing that. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't even watch, my dad and me didn't even, like, my dad didn't, not that he didn't allow me, but like, I didn't watch wrestling. He thought wrestling was like on the borderline, you know. He's like, why are men touching each other in underwear? So my dad, you know, I'm not trying, but that's just, I grew up. So I was like, I wasn't into wrestling either growing up because I was like, wasn't into Boy Scouts, any of that stuff. You know, no offense if you were into Boy Scouts, though. God bless you. You know what I mean? I don't know how the show's disappearing to 11:43 today. I don't know how that happened. This is so strange. Lately, I've been missing the news. The show used to take forever. Now it seems like it just disappears in a second. We're still watching this flag for Bitcoin. It's taken the whole show to kind of get us to move. However, we are still we're doing on. We're up in the trade. FCON looks beautiful to me. I'd be really surprised if FCON doesn't make a big move based on my system, you know. But, you know, there's no guarantees for anything. No guarantees at all. Hit my first triple-digit trade, man. This makes me want to play with real money. Hey, you're just starting out. I like that you're starting out small, though, and you're doing the right thing, learning. I could never do the paper trading thing. I would always have to just use small amounts of money. You know what I mean? Notion. I want to use Notion, the platform for database for my own trade journals and ideas, but here's something simple that I just put together randomly that you could use. Dude, thank you, man. If you could share the actual file, I don't know. I'm having my team put something together too. Front, looking at a cup and handle on the 4-hour for the entry on the bigger swing. Talked about just waiting on that 4-hour NFA. Thank you for doing that. I mean, Casper has to reset at one point. I don't see how it could continue to do this. It's got to be able to let me back in at one point. It's got to. You know what I mean? I can't believe this flag, though. The flag stands. And that's why I flag things out, because if it stays in a flag, you have to. Now this has a. See, the thing is, this flag now comes with a probability. It says 68% of the time you're going to move to the upside. And because of that, it is what it is. So if you're going to move 68% of the time, up 44% gains, you know what I mean? So I'm just pointing it out here. This looks like it could really do some damage. Okay? Bitcoin's starting to get the pump back to the upside here. Futures trade back in action. Back up 5% gains on the futures trade, right? And I'm just chipping away. I'm going to show you how I turn this. I want to show beginners how I'm using small amounts of leverage responsibly. Think about it. I've made enough money to get out of the rat race. I don't need to leverage trade to get out of the rat race. If I don't have to. It's more of an experience for me than anything else. Like, this is an experience. I'm using my trading style and seeing how it works with a little bit of levy. It's just my trading experience that I'm using. I find this so much fun. Like, I'm having a blast. I'll be honest. Like, I'm really enjoying it. Once you're locked in and you feel like, you know, you got a consistent way of trading becomes fun. I'm being honest. Like, it becomes fun. Once you've won and taken money out of the market and you know you can do it again, trading just becomes so fun, everybody. It really does. And that's where you want to get. You want to get to a place where trading is so much fun for you. It's an exciting experience every day. You want to share it. It's awesome. Shout out to the $90 in chat revenue, 529 likes, 665 people on the live. God bless each and every one of you for being here. Thank you so much for everything. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Okay. Let's take a look here. XP. JASMY finally going up. The 3L token getting some love here. Getting the blast. Funny. I showed it in a giant double bottom, the 3L, and I'm thinking, like, this thing could just, look, I'm like, watch. It can just go up 1,000%. 1,000% gains. I'm just saying, I see 1,000% gains coming out of this coin, out of the 3L token. I've seen it happen before. It can happen again. It wouldn't be the first time I've seen 1,000% gains out of these, because that's a 3L. All you need is a 300% move out of JASMY, and you're talking 1,000% gains. All right? So C98 is a cool little coin, which reminds me of DYDX, right? Which is the decentralized exchange. Look at shoulder, head, and a right shoulder. How does this not blast off? And honestly, this looks a lot like what? Phantom. Remember, Phantom has the same kind of thing going on here. They're kind of stuck in the zone. 4-hour may kind of squiggle around, right? We may have some issues, but I see an inverted head and shoulder there, don't you? A shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. I'm watching the DXY, man. Not the DXY, the DYDX. Buddy. Not to get a decentralized trading platform and the dollar index. Two different things. One is a centralized fiat piece of garb, you know. And it's so sad, man. I love the US dollar represents the United States. And I think it's a piece of garbage. Like it's something you want to wipe off, like you want to use to clean up a spill. Like it's literally one day it's going to be worth less than the money. It probably is worth less than the ink that it's used to be printed with. You know what I mean? And that's another thing we teach on this channel. We don't just teach technical analysis. I don't shill any coins. I just want to make it clear. I don't shill coins. I don't take coin sponsorships from anybody. I do hardware wallets. I do exchanges and tools that I use. You will never see me shill a coin on this live stream. We don't need to. We produce our own income with our own products and do our own thing. We do not need to shill anybody else's product for any reason. You won't see me doing it. I'll go over super chats. I'll talk about different things. I'm going to teach you technical analysis. But I'm not going to be like, hey guys, your next big thing coming out. I'm not that YouTuber. I'm relinquished from that. Thank the heavens. So I just want to let you know, and I'll make that statement clear as day. I will not shill a coin on you because they went to me and wrote me an email and said, hey, Lifer, could you talk about this? We'll give you $4,000. Not happening. Not happening. I don't need your money. I don't need the dirty money. And even if it was a good project and I liked it, then fine. I'll talk about it myself for free. I don't need to be paid to share with you that I like Flux. Like I don't need to be paid to share with you that I like Caspa. I don't need to be paid to tell you what I feel. Okay? I lived broke for a long time and I was super happy broke. I knew how to get on my bicycle and spend the whole day with no money, and I was the happiest guy you've ever met. So there was many, I never needed money to be happy. Never. All right? I never needed money to be happy. All right? It's just not something that I needed. It's nice to have. It's nice to, when you're a father of your family, it's nice to have. Because when it's not all about, it's nice to know that you could take care of your family, take care of your wife and kids, give them every single thing that they need. That is the blessing in life, right? So I see this making big gains. It's making a long time rounded bottom. Rounded bottoms pay the bills. Decentralization is making headways. We know it. You know it. I know it. We see it. I could see this thing banging up 137% to the upside. Stop loss maybe on the outside of the bowl possibly. Or I might wait for the 4 hour to cool off. Let's take a look at the 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame is getting oversold. Says, hey, there's a chance that the bigger time frames push off of the 4. The 22 also is in a really nice spot, like with some momentum. And the daily also looking really, really nice, right? Look at the daily on this thing. And the daily isn't an inverted head and shoulder. I mean, that's an inverted head and shoulder on the daily time frame. I don't need a lot to push me into a trade. That looks really nice. I'd be highly surprised if this doesn't make a gain up at least to this resistance or hit the actual target of 137%. What is this blue line? These blue lines are actual alerts. I can right click, add an alert, and when the price action goes across that, it's going to alert me. I like what I'm seeing for DYDX. You may want to write this down and keep it on your radar. I like what I'm seeing for DYDX. One day oversold IHNS. IHS is an inverted head and shoulder. When I write IHNS, I'm telling you inverted head and shoulder. All right, IHNS, inverted head and shoulder. Shout out to my lifers who can't watch the live but are listening. I found a lot of people listen to the live now. No, they hit me up. Yo, I'm at work, but I'm listening. 3 people this week told me, hey, I can't watch all the time, but I listen every single day. I tune in, man. I tune in. All right. Another thing, you want to watch Telcoin. I mean, Telcoin actually Adam and Eve double top. Look at that. Not a good sign, but it is holding the zone. Now I'll get back to it. I'll put an alert here. If it can consolidate nicely or break out and retest somewhere in a safer zone for a scalp, I'd be looking at Telcoin. Let me take a look at this at the chat. I lost the chat at one point, and I was about to do the news. Let's jump on into the news. Then I'm going to do the chat, and then we'll finish all the super chats right away. All right. All last year in my ear while biking with my son. Unbelievable. You're the only person I'm there to watch twice daily. besides Jason Casper, man. Thank you, brother. I know, he saw so much money coming his way, it was hard, I guess, to say no to them all. What is he saying, Pedro O'Neill? You can seem like the kind of guy that when your friend is having a bad day, you are the sunshine in his life, man. Thank you so much, man. Me too, on point, but auto trader looking at cars was my thing. That's so cool. Okay. Begin the journey, life or vision. Bang, bang, bang. DXY unlocking a lot of tokens soon. Oh, that's an interesting concept that they may not. Yeah, okay. It's taken me a few months, but I found a method which works for me 80% of the time and slowly making small profits. That's a humble way. All right. I'm an 8-year black belt instructor of jiu-jitsu. Some of the fighting tips in the group are silly. Any livers in the St. George, Utah, come see me. I know, right? Hey, I'll listen to you, man. I'll listen to an 8-year black belt, no doubt. I keep my mouth shut when someone knows more than me, man. That's the one thing that I will do. I know when I'm dumb. You know, I know when I don't know something about a certain topic. And if someone knows more about me or is more experienced, I'm going to listen and become a mentor to them. If you're close to a mentor and then you think you know it all and you leave your mentor to the wayside, this is the worst thing you ever did for yourself. Like, that mentor could have taught you so much and showed you so much stuff. You know? An 8-year-old black belt or an 8-year-old with a black belt. You're so funny, man. We got comedians over here. Hey, the other day, you know, my wife said, hey, how come you don't take me someplace I've never been, you know? So I walked her over and I took her to the kitchen. Sorry. I had to, you know. I had to over here. DSLA, I told you how it likes to follow AGIX, right? And it's continuing. Let's talk about it, man. This thing is about to break out in some major type of way. It loves to follow AGIX. I do not know why, but it just happens to. The daily looks like it's getting ready for a massive move. It is kind of a rising wedge, ascending triangle hybrid here. But I like what we're looking at. I like this consolidation. 4-hour may be a little high. So you could look for the 4-hour to even do one of two things. Continue to pump and retest or come down and hit this area. Both of these are viable. I'm telling you right now, the charts, I put out this coin. I put it out here and we nailed it for gains. Remember that? Last really time that we played it. I like what I'm looking at for DSLA here. To the upside, I like what I'm looking at for DSLA, all right? This thing is definitely something you want to pay attention to, in my humble opinion. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice, but I've seen this coin follow AGIX like a bird, and it just, you know, it gets up in there. So DSLA protocol, all right? Remember, I like to wait for two occurrences. I'd either buy now with the proper stop and forget about it, or I wait for it to come back down to the bottom of the channel on the 4-hour. 4 hours a little overbought, or I wait for it to pop out and possibly retest. Both things you could miss depending. So that's sometimes I like to just jump on in. One day I'll blow your mind with self-defense techniques. Jamie. I mean, I've been in over 150 street fights. I won like 130 of them. Like, I really have. I've been in some vicious battles my whole life, man. And I instinctively know how to like. I'm not saying I know it all, and I'm sure I will learn. But I know people that have trained and they've never been in a real. I've been in some serious street fights in my life. Like, yep, I'm gonna do the news. Thank you, babe. DSLA looks absolutely beautiful for me. I like trading DSLA. I don't own any at the moment, and I'm not in the trade. Definitely something that I want to look at, though. And that brings me to this nice calm music. Let's kind of jump on in to the news. My name is Samuel James Price. Every single day, I go over the news on my show, The Crypto Lifer Show. Can't wait to show you what's happening today, especially this one. This one is juicy. You definitely want to take a look at this one. SEC Chair Gensler faces scrutiny over crypto policy from Congress mark this date. Following recent actions by the U.S. authorities against the U.S. crypto industry, Operation Choke Point 2.0 has been more apparent than ever. And that Operation Choke Point is not letting banks bring liquidity to Bitcoin, stifling innovation, stifling liquidity, basically keeping the ability for money to flow into cryptocurrency by trying to stop it from happening. That is what Operation Choke Point 2.0 is all about. But it's been more apparent. At the center of the campaign is the U.S. Securities Exchange Commission, which recently sent a Wells notice to Coinbase and brought forth a lawsuit against crypto mogul Justin Sun over fraud. Oversight of SEC actions by the U.S. Congress has been efficiently non-existent so far. However, this is now set to change. In an interview with Punchbowl News, Patrick McHenry, chairman of the Financial Service Committee, disclosed that SEC Chairman Gary Gensler will have to testify before the committee for the first time on April 18th to justify what he's doing. The United States House Committee of Financial Services is a committee of the House of Representatives that oversees the entire financial services industry, including securities, banking, and crypto assets. And people think it's bipartisan or whatever, but at the end of the day, the American people, they voted for more of the Republican committee people than the Democrat people. So if you have to, even if, I grew up Democrat for years and years in my city of Boston, but I eventually became a libertarian, and I stepped from each party. I decided I could not be a part of one party. That was just insane. So I am in the and now I want to start my own party, the blockchain party, because I just don't see to fit inside of either party. I'm still just kind of dwindling in between, and I feel like the only way to make a change is to change from within. Shortly after, he established the Digital Assets Subcommittee to address the structure gap in the House Financial Service Committee and handling of crypto assets. That's really good. We need this Digital Assets Subcommittee. Represents French Hill. So they're working hard on the Hill, man, trying to figure out what's going on. Both are known for their supportive stances on crypto. Davidson is one of Gensler's biggest critics and recently posted a tweet calling to fire Gary to become a bipartisan movement. Let's make Fire Gary movement bipartisan. Pro-crypto and pro-Bitcoin Democrats are lining up to voice their opposition to their own party stance. Democrats are on the verge of driving their own voters away and losing support from its important new voter bloc. What happens when you've been a Democrat your whole life and then you love crypto and then you realize that they just won't vote for anything good for crypto and you have to vote for a Republican if you want to make money in cryptocurrency? We can't have cryptocurrency becoming bipartisan, but it seems like it is. And honestly, I'll be honest, the more open-minded a person is, the more they're into cryptocurrency. And I have to be honest, there's kind of one side here that seems to be way more closed-minded than the other. I'm not going to say it, but I think you might know. Operation Choke Point 2.0 on crypto is real, right? So this is a big deal. I like to see that it's not just us YouTubers now. There's people with suits on both sides of the party. We need more Democrats to be upset with the innovation that's not happening in the space. Our entire country is going to go down the tubes. I love this bipartisan idea. This is huge. I want to see more of it. Let's go. Let's find out what happens on April 18th. And you know we're going to be tuning into that probably on the live stream. I cannot wait. 7 infrastructure firms add support for the Pyth Oracle network on Solana. 7 blockchain infrastructure companies have added support for Pyth network, an Oracle service on the Solana blockchain. These include Everstake, P2P, Syndica, Figment, Triton, Coinbase Cloud, and Blockdaemon. According to a media statement from Pyth Data Association, a Swiss association managing the product, these companies will support Pyth data providers and assess them and maintain their node infrastructures. You know, it's really not about this news for me. It's more about the fact that Solana's back in the news. It's more about the fact that people actually still care about Solana and want to push forward. This kind of leads me to believe to kind of grab a bag of Solana on the low. Why would these bigger companies even care? You got the name of Coinbase in there. You got some other things. Makes me believe there's going to be some more coming for Solana, and it's not as down and dead as people really think. You might want to take another look at Solana. I personally don't even like it. I can't believe I'm saying that. But my speculation leads me to believe that something could occur. Dragonfly leads 6.5 million rounds for Aptos Protocol, Econia Labs. I think this could pump ARB back up a little bit. They're getting 6.5 billion back from Dragonfly, and that could actually continue. That's a 6.5 million seed funding round. Maybe there's another round coming, and where could this go? What is the Econia Protocol? Well, it provides a settlement engine at the base layer of Aptos DeFi, and it enables other dApps to tap into the common trading venue. Referring to decentralized applications with liquidity pooled in Econia's order books, developers can focus on building out innovative products like perpetual futures, options, and margin trading markets on top of the core protocol without having to worry about matching and filling trades between counterparties. It's going to be a big deal and obviously going to boom up Arbitrum and make it seem like it's more of a big player in the space. And back to DSLA. And that is the news, everybody. Thank you so much for coming in to the news. Know I go live every single day, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday nights at 8 p.m. Let's take a look back at Bitcoin before we jump on out of here for the day and see what we see happening And boom, we got the pump. We got the pump. No, we're not yet, but we're close. We've been sideways the entire stream. 7-minute has been oscillating back and forth. Do we have like a head and shoulder on the 7 that we have to worry about? Kind of there. Look, shoulder, head, right shoulder in a bit of a way. And what am I doing here? Let's zoom on in. Oop, don't move that. Let's zoom on into the chart here and see what happened. We got the pump. We got the pump. We got the pump. So that was the highest, though, that we were. Kind of look, a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder. Does it have some diamond vibes? I'm being open-minded. I'm just being open-minded. Has some diamond possible vibes, but in from the bottom, out the top in a way. It's kind of weird, right? I'm having fun. I'm being brainstormy with you. I let you see what my brain actually sees. Kind of retesting. Look, broke out, fell back in, retesting this area. If we can stay above this and get the pump, let's take a look at our 15-minute time frame. Did it get exhausted yet? No, it's still not done yet, but it's slightly rolling over. Kind of a double top. We had a resistance here. See, we're at a resistance again. Tells me to kind of, so when I see a resistance like that, and I'm at a resistance, let's see, trades down 3 beans, 2 beans, 1 bean. Still sideways. Not much happening for the day. Let's go. Look, what I don't like is this. See, look, the 15-minute is rolling over at a resistance point. You couldn't get back above this area. So now we know where we stand for today. If we can't get a daily or a 4-hour candle close above 28,454, expect more downside. This is now going to be kind of the vein of us. We got to get back above this zone. 15-minute had a beautiful pump. We have to give it to it. Last night, it blasted. It's just going more sideways. I still believe that this 15-minute flag wants to pump to the upside. I like what I'm seeing. I'm going to stick to my guns here. I'm either going to get stopped out or I'm going to take profits, and we're going to go from there. Everybody, I'm watching this flag for the next hour to hour and a half to 2 hours. It's really going to tell you what's going to happen to Bitcoin. We do have a resistance and a resistance, as I showed you, but I like what we're seeing here. There's still, there's a chance we still could make some gains here in the flag. So, and why is that? Well, price action is touching the 21-day moving average, okay? And that's a really good sign that we could continue to move. Also, there's that hidden bullish divergence. I mean, this is really like pretty apparent to me from like this low point to that low point, or if you took any of these low points to low point, it's a high mode. But that's a low mode. Like that's low, that's high, that's low. That's called hidden bullish. Definitely a chance we could continue to the upside. So watching this flag on Bitcoin, my target would take Bitcoin to 29,600. That's what we're looking at for the day. So that's kind of the trade of the day. We either get stopped out or we hit that target, and that's what I'm looking at. And that's Bitcoin for you on the move. The bigger time frame suggests that Bitcoin can go even bigger. And I just, I've been watching the daily, which is just getting started, the 22-hour and the 12-hour. I like what I'm seeing. Super chats, FET, WELL, and AGIX. Let's look at FET, Fetch AI. Fetch AI is a hot coin. I own a good old bag of it. Like to see it pumping today. That's a really nice thing. Pump my bags, Fetch. Pump my bags. Let's take a look at the daily time frame and see what's happening to the daily on KuCoin. Well, they just added Fetch on KuCoin, so it really doesn't have a lot of information. Out since February. Nice double bottom. I'm going to have to look at it on Binance just to kind of like, get a better reading of what's happening on the chart. Oh, yeah, Fetch had a BTC pair for the longest time, and they wouldn't give it a Tether pair on KuCoin for whatever weird reasons, right? So, look, I played it here. Look, it came down. We definitely got stopped out when Bitcoin played out. So that trade got stopped out for 19%. Let's take a look at what happened later on for Fetch. I'm holding this long term and continuing to add to it, right? So for me, it broke the pattern, broke back in the pattern, holding the zone. Daily wants to blast on you. Daily has a really nice long target. Like there's your first pull for the bust out. And that's a giant cup and handle for Fetch AI, right? So, I mean, Sammy cup and handy to the upside. That thing could really, really make a nice move. What I love, too, is, look, previous resistance became new support there. We did test the region. So because we tested that region, it's kind of, we can square it away. We're like, all right, we squared that away. We bounced off that area. So what else, where else are we going to go? We take a look at 95% gains coming out of Fetch. It looks highly likely. All we have to do is make Fetch stay above 30 cents, and this thing is going to blast. That retest is strong. Tells me that it does have support, and the oversold stochastics tell me we're going to make some pretty big moves. I like the moving averages consolidating here. When they get really tight, a big blast could come. I'm watching Fetch AI for 95% gains. And again, trade the same setup. Like what I do, see how you see the setup on the daily? May not look the same on KuCoin, but just trade this falling wedge. But just know that the bigger idea is behind you. Okay? Fetch USDT. All right. And that's on the radar. That's, I mean, cup and handle on the daily, right? Like, what else being said? I'm Samuel Cup and Handle. What else do we need to talk about, right? Let's talk about, well, I think I did MFAN already. Someone asked about Moonwell, but I think they were talking about Well. I love this coin, Moonwell. Remember the last time it mooned so well when I put it out? It's now coming back down into the 618 golden pocket, 706 retracement, right? So it's touching that 706. It's in that special spot. Well is definitely something we should keep on the radar. Shout out to anyone that gave me Well. That means you've been paying attention to the special sauce and you want to mix the sauce on to my pasta. Didn't sound too right, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. 4 hours of tweets of tops on what? On what? On what? On the whole market? On Bitcoin? You know what I mean? 4 hour tweets of tops on Well right there too. Yeah. So look, Well looks great on the bigger time frames. It may have to come down and reset on the 4 hour, right? 4 hours a little bit overbought. So look. Yeah, whenever you write 4 hour tweets of tops, you got to tell me what you're talking about. What coin is it? You know what I mean? Bitcoin 30K weekly close. If the green S&P through Friday, DXY under 102. Amber just made it in, fam. Shout out to Abdominal Raid, man, my buddy. So look, when we look at this, right, I see the 4 hour curving down to the downside, coming down for a possible double bottom or a lower low there. That could be the real move. Boom, right? I do see Well on my radar. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add an alert here, right-click it. And now I got an alert on Well, so when Well, whatever happens, I'll know what's going on. Set alerts on Well, 4 hour. If you don't know how to set alerts right now and you saw me post that, go ask someone in the learning library, how does he set alerts? What is he doing? Someone will get back to you and explain it to you. Never let me post something, have you not understand, and don't go ask someone in the learning library. This is a place where there's someone, I've made it, so there's someone there to help you. We've made an energetic force of people that love. We talked about love every single day on this channel. We're not afraid to use the word love. So people in my trading group aren't afraid to use the word love. So they're there to help you. They know that I want to spread love. They know that this is all about the love. They know it's about trading. Secondly, first and foremostly, it's about the love. And I will. I came here for trading, but we love to trade. Okay. It's like the movie, The Heist. He goes to get his change. He goes to get it. It's Delroy Lindo and Gene Hackman. Dude goes to get his hot dog at a hot dog stand. One of my favorite scenes of any movie. And because it kind of puts things in perspective, you know. And he gets his hot dog and he walks away. And the guy goes, "Your change, sir." And he looks around and he goes, "Oh." And he forgets his change. And he has to come back and grab it. When he gets it, the guy goes, "Make the world go round." And he goes, "What?" And he goes, "Gold." You know what I mean? Like the money, the gold. And he goes, "No, I thought it was the love." And he goes, "Well, it is. The love of the gold." You know. Number 570, bud. Nothing but love here in the group, man. Facts. Watching the 4 hour. Yes, it looked nice. Had to share, man. Thank you so much, brother. Be your own bank. Keep your own crypto. If you don't have a hardware wallet, link to the Keystone wallet. Get your Keystone wallet today, everybody. 20% off up until April 14th. That's amazing. 20% off. Get it for 2 weeks straight. Jump on it today. And that's a birthday special here for me as my birthday's coming up to get you going. I like AGIX too, but the 4 hours overbought in a lot of coins could give us a little bit of a struggle here. Maybe we come down. You know, maybe we'd extend this, and there's a chance that the 4 hour has to drop a little lower to this level here. I've done this before many times because I see the 4 hour stochastics are a bit oversold. They could even stay up there. Anything is possible. You kind of swing the 1 hour. The 1 hour is coming down on you, which suggests, hey, maybe we pin. You know, maybe we get on out of here. So that's why when I see minutia between the 1 and the 4, I just trade the bigger time frame and forget about it. Like I don't wait for the 4 hour. I don't worry about it. I enter my trade, I put my stop loss, and I either win or I lose on the bigger time frame. I do like looking at smaller time frames for perfect entries, but that's scalping, moving, and all the other things. For the most part, you just got to let it be for what it is, right? Bitcoin's still struggling right now, 28,300 going up and down, and it's the Wednesday. We should get pretty good movement on a Wednesday. I really do like to trade on Wednesdays. So AGIX, looking for it to come back down. Then you're going to see the shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder. I'm still long on this. Stop loss somewhere below 25 cents. This thing could make a massive move up to 99, and then it's going to test the $1 region. Once it gets above $1, I think it's a wrap. So I wanted to get as much as I could of this below 50 cents. That was kind of my idea. You know, 37, if I could get 20, anything. And honestly, I really, really like this coin. What do you want for your B-Day? A house in Florida? Could you get that for me, Ving? Could you do it, man? If anyone out there is like a really rich billionaire, no, I'm good for it, man. You know I'm going to be able to pay you right back. I just want like a $1.2 million home. That's it. Yeah, I like the 780s. I like the 800s, but the 1.2, the 1.4s, they just have a little extra space, man, and they're just a little nicer. So if you want to give me a great birthday present, by all means, a 1.2, nothing big, just as a little small parting, a little thank you gift, nothing small, nothing big. I mean, $1.3 million home would be great, man. Effing Book, thank you so much, man. Let me know wherever you pick it. I like Lakewood Ranch, something like that. You know what I mean? Just make it nice. And, yeah, I'll pay you back in a couple of years. Don't worry. I'll throw you some Bitcoins. Don't worry, right? Yeah. Shout out to everybody here. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. And I'm gonna end with my favorite track to keep me in a good mood, baby. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. And may God bless you all for being in my life. I thank you so much for being here. And I'll see you tomorrow on the next live stream, baby. Thank you so much. God bless. I'm out.